Boom.
Cheers, Nick.
Cheers, man.
Yes, sir.
To another week, my friend.
Another one. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dude Therapy Podcast. I think we're going to come at you this week with some amusement park talk. One amusement park in particular. We're talking about Carowinds over in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
My buddy here, Nick, got to go, I believe it was yesterday. The start of the week.
That's why I'm so fucking tired today.
Yeah. Finally got him a warm day. It's been cold here. Finally got a warm day to get over there. And took his son and his friend over there. And from what I heard, they had a pretty good time. Honestly, though, I'd like to, before we dive into your part of that, Nick, I'd kind of like to see what Zach had to say about that. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Wow. I want to know what the youngest thought about the rides.
Well, I mean, that's the most important.
That's the most important.
You know what I mean? Since I'm old and I don't do roller coasters. So here, we're going to pass the mic over.
You sat back and just threw the wallet around. So
we'll talk about that soon enough, folks. Yeah.
But yeah, I want to dive into Zach here. Zach is our soundboard guy. He's the DJ behind the camera. So you're not going to see him, but we do have the mic here for him. Zach, I want to know, like, what rides did you get to hit? Because granted, you guys were probably there for a while, but heck, you probably spend more time in line than you do riding rides.
I fully agree with that statement.
Yeah, I know you couldn't hit every one of them. So
yeah,
which ones were you able to hit, and kind of which one was your favorite of that?
We definitely hit the bigger ones.
Yeah,
out of the group. But I would say one of my favorites were the Copperhead Strike and the Fury 325. Both of them, you're just like, no normal person would probably want to go on those.
Yeah, and that's me. I'm your normal person because I am not a roller coaster guy. I'm with Nick here. I'll go and sit there and watch y'all. Looks like y'all are having fun, but it ain't for me.
Yes, I love the big ones.
Yeah,
they are. You just like that the adrenaline rush. Yeah, that's all of it for me.
Yeah. Which one was your favorite one? What? Let's see. You had a couple of rides, but what were the name of them?
I would say definitely the Copperhead Strike and the Fury 325.
Yeah, those were like your favorite too.
Yes, for sure. They both had, the Fury 325, 325 feet up in the air, 90 miles per hour. Just wow, no loops on that one. But the Copperhead Strike definitely does have loops, and it like slowly tortures you at the start, just like with a little corkscrew, and it's nice.
Yeah. Which one of those had the most nerve-wracking, most not so thrilling but scary?
The Fury 325. You want to piss your pants going up to that. Just seeing it driving into the park, it's wild.
Yeah. I bet. I mean, that's got to be one. It's probably one of their taller ones, isn't it?
I think that is the biggest one they have.
So that's, of course, when you're out in the parking lot, you're like, oh, that's the one I want to ride. But then you get up next to it, and you're like,
we went on that one. The second one.
Let's go to this.
The second one of the day, we did the biggest one. It was quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
How was your concession stands there? Your food there?
I personally did not eat
there. No,
I did not eat. I did get an icy. That was, just your standard icy. But we did go to a pizza place. My friend ate there. It was like $18 to eat. So if you really want to go there, like bring a friend, tell them to bring money.
Yeah.
If they want to eat food, because it is going to be like, slice of pizza. Yeah, for a slice of pizza and a few breadsticks, it was $18 to eat there.
Wow.
It was, and the pizza was not good. I personally did not eat that. I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, and that probably would have messed up my stomach big time throughout the day. It was bad.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to do that and then go hit some loops on a roller coaster.
No, you do not.
That's a recipe for disaster there. I think you guys kind of talked about it with me last night, and I didn't get to hear too much. We won't get into too much about your friend. You had a buddy there, and that was a good thing. That's the best thing, to be able to go with your family, but also kind of having a friend for the kids. That's always a cool part. you want to have somebody to go in there with.
Yeah, especially whenever your parental does not like roller coasters.
Yeah.
You
and that
definitely want someone not to just sit in the line by yourself and just kind of look like a weirdo, just kind of sitting there, But yeah, no, it was
paired
nice.
up on the roller coaster. You got 2 per person, and you're the one guy that broke up the family.
Yeah. And then you
Uh,
just like scream like a girl while the other person just kind of stares at you on the roller coaster. It's bad.
Yeah,
it's okay though.
That's me. I'm not gonna do that. I will be the screaming guy next to the perfectly calm guy all the time.
Yeah.
Nick, what were your kind of thoughts on that? I'd like to see you say you were around just kind of watching the rides. What is even like just watching the rides? I mean, that's kind of a thrill in itself. A little bit scary when you don't think so? I mean, when you're watching it and it just is whipping around.
Oh no, it makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
Just to even look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe. I mean, he said they did Fury 325 second. Literally, they did that for the second ride.
Oh.
And I looked up to 325 feet up in the air, and I said, "Nah."
Yeah, not even trying to slowly get into it. We're just gonna dive right.
Oh,
in.
hell no! They went balls to the wall, man. They went straight in it. Which was a good thing.
Go big or go home.
Well, that's and that's kind of I think the thought, right? Because we got there right at 10 when they opened, and so we could hit those first couple, with limited line time, whereas we got out, further into the day, the line time crept up quite a bit,
and that's when
expected on a spring break as well.
90 degrees, piping hot.
Yep.
Yeah, this is great.
Yep. Now listen, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I thought the park was great. For somebody that doesn't ride roller coasters, plenty of shade.
Yeah.
So I would sit in the shade. They went and stood in line, did the roller coaster, came out. We went to the next one. So I enjoyed it. I thought the park was laid out really well.
Yeah.
Thought the staff was super friendly. I didn't have any issues there. I know Zach said at one point they were taking forever to get people off of the rides. But yeah, like for a parent, I mean, that doesn't ride roller coasters, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He mentioned the food. I thought the food was extremely overpriced for one single piece of pizza and 2 breadsticks, about, as long as this beer can.
Yeah.
And not even as thick as that beer can. I mean, I'm talking, just about that big for $18. Like,
And then you said when we were talking about it before that their Slurpees were like $7 a piece.
Yeah, so I think they were $7 or $8 a piece.
Yeah, so 14 for Slurpee, 2 Slurpees, and then a slice of pizza.
Yeah,
2 breadsticks for 18.
His buddy bought the pizza. Like, him and I didn't really eat. We don't eat until later in the day for the most part. Which a good thing or bad thing, who knows? But yeah, his buddy got it and was not $18 worth of pizza. I mean, there's no drink included, man. It was a slice of pizza and 2 breadsticks for $18. Like, us normal, middle class blue collar folk, man.
Yeah,
you need to plan
a family day there.
Oh,
and it's just ridiculous. I mean, you guys have the annual pass.
Yeah, we did. We ended up getting the season pass, and they were actually pretty reasonable. So I guess maybe this explains the food prices, right? I mean, we paid $150 for the gold pass, and it's for the entire season. You get the Halloween
make money somewhere.
Yeah, you get the Halloween, whatever it is they do. I don't know. Maybe Zach can look that up, but they do a Halloween thing every year. They do a Christmas thing like every year.
Universal does for the Halloween Horror Night kind of deal.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah,
I would assume so. So you get all of that included. Plus, you can go from any time from now. I think they opened on last week, maybe, and so this week was spring break. So there's a lot of kids there for spring break. But yeah, like overall, the season pass portion, very reasonable.
Yeah, the
park is phenomenal. I really thought the layout was really good. We're excited about the water park. That's going to open on May 24th. So that's kind of the main reason we got the season pass, was so we could they got some really big water slides apparently.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're going to end up doing that for a lot of the summer. But I mean, 2-hour drive, man, from where we are to Charlotte to where Carowinds is, it's worth the $150, right? You know, just minus the food cost.
Yeah.
That's it. And, I'm bringing a cooler next time, bro.
Yeah. I used to live over in Charlotte area. I personally have never been to Carowinds because I'm not a roller coaster fan.
Right.
Everybody that I knew there, though, that had been to Carowinds had nothing but good things to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, of course, the park is good. The rides are good. But like any theme park, food is not the greatest. And it's very overpriced.
Yep.
And where you guys said that I believe you get a stamp going in.
No, we don't get a stamp going in. I think they scan all the season passes are on your phone, and it's a QR code. But if you were to leave the park, they'll stamp your hand. So essentially, you know, what we're going to do next time is we're going to fill up the cooler. We'll put sandwiches in there, 6-pack of beer, some sodas for the kids, whatever. Lunchtime, we'll go out to the car, eat, and then come back in because it's just, you know.
Yeah, that's a great way for a family to be able to save a little bit of money. Oh,
yep,
a lot of bit of money.
Yeah, a lot of bit
going
of money.
To
a lot of bit of money.
The park for the day, and because like that's the main thing. I mean, you try and plan these trips. You plan one day.
Yeah,
and you plan it for 3 months because you're trying to, save
money for it,
just for the day to go there. And that's the little, the little life hacks kind of thing is where you bring your own lunch and things. Don't give in and go get that $18 pizza every time if you're there. Bring
Won't
a lunch
twice. Won't happen
go
twice.
Get a lunch out in the car. Take a break. Everybody gets to take a breather. Relax for a little bit.
Yeah,
and sit in the AC in the car and just chill.
Yeah, and just chill out. Like, and it's different too. Like Disney, right? I mean. We had season passes to Disney for a couple of years when we lived in Florida. And yes, you're going to pay out the ass for food, but you are damn sure that you're going to get a much higher quality meal for that price. Again, Carowinds is not Disney. Disney has other, things that all that stuff pays for,
they
right?
got a lot going on. Yeah.
They've got Star Wars. They've got Marvel. Yeah, they're making their money elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I get that. But just lower those prices just a little bit on the food.
Or better the food.
Or better the food, yeah. Or up the quality of the food. Right.
Better the food, lower the price, just a tad.
Yep. And now the only caveat here is that we did not go anywhere else for food.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you what the other restaurants or whatever in there.
What was the place that you went to? A pizzeria?
Yeah, it's called Papa Luigi's, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just wasn't, up the quality of the pizza, man.
Yeah.
Bring in some fucking Little Caesars, man. Little Caesars would be better than that.
Yeah. I mean, what was even the atmosphere in there? Was it just a concession or was it like actually a little restaurant that they had?
No, it's not even a restaurant. I mean, you walk in and there is a heating table. I don't know what they call them in the restaurant industry, but there's a heating table, and they got somebody back there slicing the pizza and then putting one slice of pizza on the plate with 2 breadsticks.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of grab it and then you walk out the back door and there's a couple of tables and that's where you pay. So no real atmosphere.
Yeah.
Again, that's the only place we went. So next time we go, hopefully I'll have a little bit better experience as some of the other ones, but overall, I think Zach would agree with me, the park itself is well worth that $150 season ticket, man.
Yeah.
It was, and even again, this is coming for a guy that does not ride roller coasters. I literally walked them to the coaster. They got in line. I went and sat down and played Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
And for the dads of the family, just a FYI, there is a Bass Pro right next to it.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's real close.
Hop in there real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Drop kids off.
Yeah.
They got
see y'all later.
passes. Yeah.
The Bass Pro for 8 hours.
I'll be over here for the next 6 hours and,
yeah,
enjoying it. But yeah, man, like I said, overall, we enjoyed it. Just work on the food a little bit.
Yeah.
Work on the food a little bit.
Yeah. There's not much else you could say about the rides. So, I mean, like I say, I've never really been there, but I've seen it on TikTok, and I used to live over in Charlotte area. I passed it plenty of times.
Sure.
They've got some pretty big rides there.
Big ones. Yep.
And, but just not for me.
Yeah. No, me either, man.
I think they do have some pretty epic rides. If I was a roller coaster guy, that'd probably be a place I'd want to hit. That'd be a pretty cool amusement park to go to.
Around here, I think that's it. And I think, because Zach's been to Dollywood too. And I don't know, would you say the like Dollywood wouldn't even hold a candle as far as roller coasters, right?
So I would definitely say roller coaster wise that there's no match to Carowinds and Dollywood. Atmosphere wise, if we're talking about like, you want to bring a little kid there, not necessarily to go ride rides, but to, just experience a nice little place.
Yeah.
Then I would say Dollywood is definitely the option. But if you're trying to go there for a thriller ride, a thriller roller coaster, then definitely Carowinds is the play.
Yeah.
Instead of Dollywood.
That's definitely what I've heard about Carowinds. It's the thriller park.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you. That's great. Get him on a microphone early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took me a lot of years to get in front of a microphone, and I'm still not even very good at it, but I'm glad that he's getting involved in this.
Too.
Kind of makes a proud papa moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's
right.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but
I love it.
Yeah, man. Other than that, I think we're going to spend the rest of spring break. Probably we might do a little hiking here and there. And
the weather's finally
it's turning around.
Warm. We thought we had spring a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
And turned out that was a joke.
False.
Yeah. It was one day of warmth and 3 days of cold. They couldn't bear it. It's ridiculous.
Yep. It is. It is. But I think once we hit the consistency. Yeah. This week we're supposed to be in the 60s. Yeah. So
yesterday was beautiful. Today was beautiful. I think there's some rain in the surrounding area a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a great day around us.
Man.
And this is finally getting to it. We can get back out there, get hiking. Some of the trails are starting to open back up after Halloween.
I looked at a couple today that are still closed, and I was like, man, Roaring Fork, that one's closed for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. And the problem is like some of them that I've found, the trails are open, but the road's still not open to get there.
Oh, yeah.
So I found where you got to park somewhere else and hike another trail to get to that trailhead and then hike that trail.
Yep.
And I just haven't had the time to go do that myself. Not that I'm really against it. I love hiking. I'll take on the challenge.
Yeah.
I just haven't. It hasn't been warm enough, and I haven't had the chance to get out there, and have that time to get out there and do that.
When it gets warm consistently, we'll definitely get out there. Hopefully we can do a couple of episodes while we're out on the trail.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. But other than that.
Yeah, I think during the week though, while it's warm, you guys are able to get some father-son time out on the trail.
Oh yeah, man.
Kick the spring off.
Oh, it'd be awesome. Yeah. It'd be awesome.
Sure.
So we'll see.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah. Stay tuned, and I guarantee you'll find out.
End it off right there a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good episode.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach, for popping on and giving your experience at Carowinds. And I mean, until next week.
Heck yeah.
That's it. Dude Therapy Podcast. Out.
See you later.
Bye.